Good evening. I'm Apostle David Austin. I want to officially take this time with this video and just welcome you to what I think is one of the most unique, most growing, progressive things that has happened in our time, and that's this website, which is called GottaTestify.com. My friends, a couple of weeks last week, Bishop Lawrence Austin sent me a text that God had placed something in his spirit. When God did it, God performed a miracle, and he opened up doors for us and gave us a golden opportunity to do something that, quite frankly, I had not heard of and has not been done. And that's develop a website strictly for the use of telling of God's goodness and paralleling it along what is taken over our time, which is social networking. When I was a young man in church, we had something called testimony service, in which we would stand up and say, first, giving honor to God, who is head of my life. Giving honor to God, I thank him for my life, health, wealth, and strength. I give honor to my pastor, some of the mothers, deacons, saints, and friends. It's just good to be here today. I thank the Lord because when I wasn't fit to live and wasn't ready to die, the Lord reached way down and picked my feet up out the muck and miry clay and placed them on a solid rock to stay. Those of you that know the words of prayer, pray my strength in the Lord. But as time evolved, as life moved onward, I began to realize, I'm sure some of you have, that my testimony service, my testimony is not wrapped up in testimony service, and my testimony service reaches beyond testimony service. My testimony service means that I must live a life and project and let my light so shine that men may see my good works and glorify him. So my testimony is not a ritualistic saying that I remember the words and so that I can quote them, but my testimony is when I declare through my lifestyle and through words that God did something supernatural for me that no one else could do. And I will encourage you because you might go through the same situation. The old folk used to say a song when I was a little boy that said, there is no secret what God can do. What he's done for others, he'll do for you. So I want to share this with you, that your testimony is not just for your benefit. It doesn't just strengthen you. It strengthens the body of Christ. And that's why we're here, to strengthen the body of Christ. And so we want you to help us. We want you to join us. We're not here. This isn't a promotional gig. This isn't a get quick rich gig. This is a get rich quick gig. This is something that God has laid on our heart to help build and strengthen one another. Looking at the testimonies, someone said earlier that it brought tears to their eyes to read the testimonies of a sister that posted a testimony. Just seeing people that are taking time out of their schedule to say, God is so good to me. Coming on a Sunday afternoon and seeing people write testimonies that say, God moved in our house. It shows us that God is not limited to your house or to my house. He's the God of all flesh. So I want us to blow this up. I want to challenge you. Go on your Facebook page and write a post and tell everyone, tell your friends about Gotta Testify. I gotta tell of his goodness. God has been too good to me to be limited to being on Facebook telling people that I had a headache today. I want to go on Gotta Testify and submit my prayer requests so that the effectual prayers of the righteous start moving on my behalf. Let's blow this site up. I want to challenge you, those of you that have iPhones and MyPhones and iPads and Lopads and all type of smartphones with video cameras, record your testimony. Let's do video testimony service. Let's come on and tell of the goodness of God. I want to thank you and welcome you to this site, and be prepared because who knows what God is going to do by way of GottaTestify.com. Gotta go, but God bless you. We love you, and I'm looking forward to greater and more spectacular testimonies coming ahead. I'm Apostle David Austin. Thank you for being a part of the hottest thing going, www.GottaTestify.com, the social network of the believers who are telling of God's goodness.